The plane shook violently as it was suddenly struck by lightning. The cabin was instantly plunged into darkness, and the captain slammed his head during the jolt, fighting through intense ringing in his ears. He ordered all passengers to fasten their seatbelts and stumbled back into the cockpit, only to be met with even worse news. The lightning strike had knocked out the electrical system. Not only had they lost contact with air traffic control, but the flight controls were also completely unresponsive, now running only on backup battery power. They had just 10 minutes left. They had to find land and attempt an emergency landing immediately. The captain, a former Royal Air Force pilot, kept reminding himself to stay calm. He handed his watch to the co-pilot to keep precise track of time. Every minute, the terrified co-pilot marked possible islands for landing. Gripping the control yoke tightly, the captain ordered the head flight attendant to alert the passengers about the emergency landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've had an electrical malfunction, and I need everyone to have their seatbelts securely fastened.
He steered the aircraft into thick cloud cover. Hail pelted the windows, and the violent drop made passengers extremely nauseous. Some even pulled out their phones to write what might be their final messages. After enduring the brutal turbulence, the plane finally broke through the storm. But the danger wasn't over yet. Only 3 minutes remained, and there was still no land in sight. The captain pulled out a photo of his family and kissed it softly. Then he told the co-pilot to prepare for a water landing. But in the aircraft's current condition, the odds of a successful ditching were nearly zero. Just then, fortune favored them. The fog began to clear, revealing a small island ahead. With just 90 seconds to spare, the captain raced toward it, aiming for the only visible dirt road. As they prepared to land, another issue struck. The right fuel tank wouldn't drain, and an explosion could happen at any moment, but they had no time to fix it. The captain told the co-pilot to lower the landing gear. Inside the cabin, the passengers were deep in prayer, while the captain called on every bit of skill and experience he had to keep the plane steady. After a violent jolt, the plane finally came to a stop. The co-pilot was so stunned he forgot to breathe. Just as he was about to exhale in relief, sparks suddenly burst from the wiring behind them. They had to evacuate immediately to avoid an explosion. After a head count, they confirmed that 2 passengers had sadly died. To make matters worse, the island they crash landed on wasn't even marked on any map. They had completely lost contact with the outside world, and when or if a rescue team would find them remained unknown. But the most terrifying part, among the 14 surviving passengers was a murderer, and the officer responsible for guarding him was one of the 2 who didn't survive.